Well, it's the next morning. At least we got all the water out. There's no more water in the bilges. Check it out. So yeah, we got some fans going here. Oh, it's super, super watery.
There's water in the oil, so that's for sure. So first things first this morning, we have got to get the water out of this engine. It was obviously flooded. So we are about to give the first oil change. We just want to get the oil out. We saw from the dipstick it looked kind of thin and watery, but we just want to pump it all out and just see what it looks like.
Might not be much in there because it's probably all sitting here in our bilge.
We got almost all the water out. Well, it looks super watery.
Looks real bad.
But we're trying to pump it all of it out. We're just getting little sprays now.
So now we're trying to investigate the spark plugs and see if there's any water in there, and we have to get new ones anyway.
We got these right before we left the boat. These are like...
Let's go ahead and pull out our
brand new clamp, and look how freaking rusty it is now. So we know we have cockroaches. We found the skeleton of a frog next to a bunch of cockroach poopies. We either have cockroaches that eat frogs or mice that eat frogs. Let's vacuum this guy up. We pretty much read online that if you have water in your oil, you need to give it at least 3 oil changes. We put some oil in, flushed it out, and now we're gonna put our second round in, and then eventually a third round, and see if there's still water in the oil. Kitty's on the boat. She's back.
Oh gosh.
What do you think, Ray Ray? It's a mess, huh?
Quart number 3.
Baby.
Hi, baby.
So here's our old spark plugs. Really rusty and gross and corroded there, but the tips actually look okay.
That doesn't look like good gas.
That doesn't look like good gas at all.
What you got going on down there?
Changing the fuel filter, which is right here. So trying to tighten it up all the way, which takes 2 hands, and it's an awkward position. Can you go check on the water intake? Okay, thank you.
All right, a little night work here.
We had to get a new siphon because our last one broke, and we are now siphoning out the second round of oil change flush.
It's definitely a different consistency than it was before.
Round 3.
We put some Marvel Mystery Oil in the cylinders, just a tiny bit in each cylinder, to try and get it lubricated just in case the water did rust anything up or dry anything out.
And we're told you're supposed to leave that in for quite some time, so we just put it in this morning, so today we're gonna focus now on some cleanup and see what's kind of salvageable. Water damage in here, oil damage potentially, or dirt. There's mold growing, plenty of mold growing everywhere, so we just kind of need to see what is still salvageable. Yep, just try to stay as positive as we can. We haven't been sleeping much, so that's why I look a mess right now, and
We've been sleeping out of the car.
Been wearing the same hoodie for the past week.
Oh, yep. Yep, sleeping in a little coupe car is not the most comfortable, with still tons of crap in it.
I can't tell if that is dirt, oil, or mold. Maybe a mix of all 3.
Ooh, I think Jeremy just got the generator going. That sounds great. Wow, did it start first pull?
No, it took a few times, but yeah.
Yay for the generator! Awesome!
At least the generator works.
Yay, alright. We're getting some things prepared in hopes that the engine starts. I mean, just hoping, praying, and hopefully it'll start and we can get the boat ready to go so we can get out of here. And we have just got the boat apart right now. We are just pulling everything out from all of the side berths, everything completely apart. so that we can clean. And we're also doing an inventory of everything we have. How you feeling, Jeremy?
Pretty good. I'm glad the previous owner left us so many parts and extra tools and stuff. So in case something does happen, we have a bunch of good stuff.
Good.
Well, I didn't really realize how much stuff we have. Oh my gosh. So we're trying to just clean the boat out while we wait for the mystery oil in the cylinders to settle down into the motor. We're cleaning out the boat and it's just such a mess on land. We have so much stuff. We were gonna put everything on land and then clean it out, but there is just so much stuff. We decided to just do it in sections. So right now we have the V-berthing completely cleared out. We're gonna start there and just work our way back. But oh my gosh, look at this. Look how much crap there is everywhere. We finally have everything cleared out of the V-berth, so we're gonna power wash and dry vac all this stuff out. We're about to turn the engine on with the spark plugs off to try and shoot out some of the mystery oil that we put in the cylinders. Okay, go for it.
We are going to try to start the engine. Uh-oh. Oh no, no. The battery's dead. The engine, the belt's moving. It seems like the starter is going, but it's not turning over. It's not starting. So the battery's dead. There's nothing else we can do right now.
We definitely need a starter battery though. That's the one thing we have to do tomorrow. Well, it's the morning of day 3 of trying to get this boat working. We woke up really early, installed all the batteries, actually got the engine started and running, which was super exciting. But then there was no water coming out of the exhaust in the back. So at least now we're going from starting problems to water problems. We're gonna check and see if the water pump is actually working, and if the water pump's working, we're gonna check the impeller.
Use a wiping. Should I try to just wipe it while it's in? It's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We have been working on this since before 8 o'clock this morning for some 6 hours or something, and we're still not getting any water out through the exhaust.
We checked the through hole and we checked it piece by piece. Every tubing we went through showed water was going through, even through the impeller, and we got it all the way past the water cooler up to the muffler, and now we're trying to pull off the elbow on the muffler to see if that's where it's clogged. We couldn't get any air compression through there. I tried blowing on the tube and it was like, just stop. So then we hooked up our dinghy foot pump and hooked that up to the tube and tried to step on it to try and blow through, and it completely was just clogged and blocked. So we got that tube off. The tube had a little bit of crap in it that we cleared out, but wasn't blocked. But now that we have the elbow exposed, we don't know if it's still blocked in there or what.
So this is pretty much the positioning we have to work at. There's no easy way to get to this thing. There's a small hole, a cutout you see right behind his hand, but once you get up to that cutout, you're not really in line with it. It's up above you, and you kind of have to angle down, and pretty much by the time you get your arm through there, you have no way to even look. We're putting muriatic acid on the elbow to try and loosen it up or unclog whatever's in there. We need to take a break and have some lunch. It's super windy outside, so we've got to take our little 2-top burner down below. Just gonna make some simple angel hair spaghetti. What do we have here? Everything is eliminated except for it's this one piece we're down to. We're trying to get it out. It looks very difficult. We don't have the right tools. We're just trying to see if we can make it happen. Otherwise, we've got to pay a mechanic to do this, and that's going to be expensive.
The exhaust goes up to a can where the raw water meets, and we have to remove that can because something's blocked in there. Looks really corroded and really bad, so we can't blow air or water through there. So we have to remove this entire exhaust pipe, which has been here, probably hasn't been touched for the last 30 years. So we're trying to spray the nut down to remove it, but it's stuck. So we're gonna try and ask for some bigger tools from the boat yard. We're gonna get it rebuilt since they don't have any new parts for this antique. This is the problem right here. We just got the can out of the exhaust.
Holy moly!
This just broke off of here. This used to be attached to there, but see where this elbow is at? Going in, it's completely full and blocked.
That thing looks horrible. Okay, we gotta get to this to the shop ASAP.
Let's get this to the shop ASAP.
Alright, so this is our first night sleeping back on the boat. Got shore power going, so we've got we've got actual cabin lights on and not just battery lights, although that's our battery light really doing the job there.
We'll eventually switch those to LED, but we got some lights going, got a little
We got
heater
the
going.
V-Bird set up. Cleaning and vacuuming, cleaning and vacuuming. Things are looking better. I mean, this side is still a mess. Starboard is like WTF. Port is looking good. We'll be storing our Engel fridge on this side. A bin of tools.
Screw the shelf right there and have
Okay.
the can come into it.
Okay, cool. Time to clock out.
Time to clock out and have a sundowner.